Hello, everyone. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the July 22nd, 2020 edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. For those of you who have been with me for our Sunday School edition for the past several weeks, you know we've been in the book of Proverbs. Well, today's verse comes from Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Guard your heart. In the Hebrew, the word that is being translated as guard means to be very meticulous and very watchful, literally to be on guard, as a soldier would be who's watching through the night or watching for an enemy to sneak up on him. Temptation is everywhere, and particularly when it comes to what we want to do and what we are going to do. And so we have to be always on guard. We must guard. Now, what are we guarding? When most people hear this proverb, they think that it's talking about guarding your heart, who and what you love. And certainly there is wisdom in that. But in the Hebrew, the heart was not believed to be, as we think of it today, the seat of the emotions, but rather the seat of the will, your intention, what you determine, what you focus on, what you decide ahead of time you will and will not do, what you're going to be interested in or not interested in. That is your heart. You know, in the New Testament, Paul talked about that it's difficult. I do what I don't want to do, and I don't do what I want to do. He was saying that it's so true, isn't it? We can attest to this. How many of us want to lose weight? We want to go to the gym. We want to eat better. And yet, although we want that, we struggle to make that a reality. But it's on spiritual things as well. We want to be kinder. We want to be more patient. We want to be less prone to emotional, especially angry outbursts. And yet, we still struggle with these things. Having an intention is not just wishful thinking. It's not just, oh, I want to do better. An intention has got to have a plan behind it, and it has to be backed up with stamina. Your intention is not a one-time choice. Your intention is made up of many little choices, which placed all together will take you in a completely different direction. And that is why when you're guarding your heart or your intentions, that actually does affect the course of your life. You've heard the old saying that you need to be careful about your choices because choices become a habit and habits become a lifestyle, and then lifestyle becomes a destiny. It's the exact same idea. When it comes to spiritual growth, most people would say, well, I want to develop spiritually. I want to have a deeper understanding and a deeper appreciation of the higher things. And yet, do we do the behaviors? Do we develop the habits that will make that outcome almost guaranteed? Wherever you feel you are on the spectrum of being close to God, be aware that you have to intend that that's where you want to be. You can't just wish to be closer to God. You have to do things out of that intention of your heart to make that more likely. The great thing is that the Holy Spirit will help you. The Holy Spirit will come along and give you the stamina, give you the fortitude to continue on in that intention that you have genuinely established in your heart, the seat of your will. The other great thing about this is that when you truly understand what your heart is in the Hebrew meaning of that, you recognize that your destiny does not have to be dependent upon the changes of your emotions. The emotional heart is very changeable. And when you act under the sway of your heart only, it can lead you way astray. But the will is different. The will does not discount emotions, it acknowledges them, but it always says, regardless of how I feel, there is an intention behind what I am actually going to do. Be sure that your intention, your true heart, is focused on God and the things of God. Because as Proverbs says, that will decide the course of your life. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, hoping you're making good decisions based on good intentions today. Visit me on the next edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great day.